Thank you. Go ahead, Marie.
Wonderful. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm kind of going to reintroduce myself. I know what you're reading is saying Marie, but my name is Marie-Ange. I am from Haiti and I am very attached to the pronunciation of my name. It came from my father, and I like to stay connected to my roots. And I did not think it was necessary to translate my name as I moved to another country. It is a little bit of a mouthful to pronounce if you're not connected in French, but I'm going to repeat it again for everyone. Marie-Ange. You don't need to go with the Deliman part because I'm not that heavy. Thank you so much. And I am Tech Foundry's Community Impact Manager. And in the institution, I oversee all outreach for recruitment for our program, mainly the IT support training program, and also internship placement and employment support, and everything that has to do with career readiness, mainly supporting our people to hit the ground running when they join the job market. And we have William Medina that most of you have already met because our tech hub has taken up like wildfire in the community. And so we had to divide and conquer while I continued recruiting for our IT support training program and continue to make those connections in the community. He and his team were hitting the ground running. A lot of you have met Shannon before, who was there before him and is now there with us at Tech Foundry, continuing the wonderful work of connecting everybody with technology. So Tech Foundry, I'm going to share my screen just for one slide, as I wanted to reshare what our mission is in the community, reminding everyone as we recently did a strategic planning to come up with, can you guys see my screen? I believe you can. And with our mission, I think you're seeing the wrong screen. I'm going to stop sharing and share the proper one. Give me 1 minute, everyone. Yes, I want to share screen too. Wonderful. Now you're able to see not the one that I want. There's no problem. I'm going to stop sharing and just share the mission. Really, we want to connect people with technology and making sure people in the community of every background, every race, every gender, every everybody in our community can be evaluated and given the opportunities for their tech skills. And regardless if they actually want to make a career in IT, in technology, or want to make a career in anything, because we think technology is the language of this century, regardless of what you're doing, because we want to be a motor for this community to keep growing economically, of offering people equitable, accessible, and inclusive opportunities because of their tech skills, regardless of where they came from, so our community could move forward. So Tech Foundry has two programs. We've been here since 2014, and with our IT support training program, we've connected with a few of you already in this call, really training people who have basic digital skills, are 18 years and older, and have a high school diploma or equivalency with a passion for technology and a desire to break it into the tech workforce. We've offered them a tuition-free 18 weeks program that connects them with the right technical skills that they need to have to become IT technician, work in the imaging or deployment world, work in the field services, or become tech administrators, and really starting those entry-level jobs in IT to move forward in the community. With that program, everybody since last year benefits as well from a Google IT support certificate because we established a partnership with Google. And in our training, there's that career readiness aspect with one-on-one career coaching where somebody can really process what they learn in the program to establish it in their lives, establish what barriers that they may have. And we try to offer wraparound services with the support of some of you in this call who actually offer extra services to our participants, making them feel that support. And that word support is going to continue to be said in our presentation today a lot because those are people with a lot of talents who don't know it because they have a lot of responsibilities that are weighing on their shoulders, keeping them from moving forward. So we're able to offer that support through our career coaching session and the support of our partners in the community. With that program as well, there's a guaranteed internship. Our members, many of them do not have an associate degree or a bachelor's degree. Some do, but some don't. And some do not have any professional experience either. And I heard a lot of title in the call where you are working in employment support in some sort of way, finding people the right connection for work. This is what we're doing in our IT support training, but mainly in technology. And we're able to offer them that guaranteed internship with real employers where they get to build more confidence, but also build on-the-job experience that they're going to be able to put in their resumes to make it in the job market. Once they graduate, we continue to support them toward that first job to catapult them toward their career. I am a graduate from the program. William here was one of my instructors at Tech Foundry, and he was able to build that confidence in me as a Black woman immigrant, having to actually reshare my name with everybody I meet. And they made me feel confident in my skin to really push forward, knowing that as a person, not whatever else I was also able to make it in the tech workforce. And we're offering that same support to everybody who joins us and everybody you may send to us who is has a desire to make it in the tech workforce. But with this program, it wasn't enough because we're connecting with people. Our members are grow, but we needed to also join the community to make sure they could develop their tech skills as well, to even communicate. Some people would try to explain what they don't understand, what their problem is, but they can't even explain it because they don't know the first word about what's a mouse, what's a computer. So this is where I'm going to pass the mic to William, because that's where we got lucky, not lucky, we worked hard. Our team works hard to establish the funding, to find the funding, and they were able to find enough funding to open our tech hub, where not only our members that we train get to hone their skills and serve the community, but work in the digital literacy program and other wonderful aspects that the tech hub offers. I'm going to let William share those with you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mariage. So a big thing for the tech hub in general is really digital equity in our community, right? Obviously Mariage gave you the full story about the Tech Foundry, where it began in its roots. But this idea it's been a long time coming for our organization, because as we're recruiting people for our IT support program, we begin to realize that there's a large group of people in our community who don't have basic digital literacy skills, who don't have access to connectivity, and who don't have access to devices, right? And that's where the Tech Hub was born. The idea of providing access and that digital literacy training to the community so that they can, again, pursue their goals. Now, originally the idea was like we get them in the Tech Hub and then we send them to the Tech Foundry. While that does happen, we really want to, we really do use the name hub as really how to describe how we work as well. In that once people do digital literacy training with us and get access to a laptop, and then potentially also get access to internet connectivity, we want to connect them with an external program, whether it's back with our main program, our IT support bootcamp, or if they don't want to be in IT, if they want to be, open a food truck, we can connect them with, or refer them to HCC's Culinary Art Institute. The idea is we use this hub as a connection point on the pathway to finding a sustainable career, right? Because digital equity is very important. It starts the path to a sustainable career that is able to take care of themselves and their families, but it's just the first step. So this program that I have really is it's a powerful tool to get the journey started, but it's only as powerful as the partnerships we create with other programs in the community. So that's like a big thing for me, and what I work so closely with Mariange is that we really trying to connect people that come to our program to other external programs so that they can again find sustainable careers. I'm going to share my screen quickly to kind of give you an overview of our site. Give me 1 second. Now, when you come to our site, you're going to notice that we have 3 main services. Can everyone see that, by the way?
Yes.
Yep, perfect. So again, our digital literacy, our access to digital technology, and access to connectivity are our 3 main focuses here. And we have three major ways of doing that. Now, our digital literacy classes, our schedule is on our website. We have them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. They're an hour long. And when you come to our site, you can actually click on and see what the class is about. The nice thing about our workshops is they are self-contained. We allow people to pick and choose which workshops they go to, what they're interested in, but with the idea being that they can either pick something that's for personal use. They can, whether that's like how to use Facebook so they can communicate with their family. Maybe they want to sharpen up on some of their Office, Microsoft Word or Excel skills. They can come to those. So people can really pick and choose what they're passionate about and what they need, right? Now, once you've accomplished 6 hours of training with us, at that point, you're eligible to receive a free laptop. And again, the only requirement for that is that they accomplish 6 hours of training with us. That could be 6 hours of workshops. That can be workshops in combination with some tutoring, because we do offer one-to-one tutoring as well. And we do also give access to online self-paced learning once a student is comfortable with using a computer and accessing the internet. We do all these trainings in person because we feel it's not equitable to expect people who need digital literacy training to already know how to use Zoom and how to navigate the internet. So we start with in-person workshops, get them to a point where they feel comfortable accessing the internet and using Zoom so they can do online self-paced classes. And again, once they get to that point, they can keep going and they can keep their training going. Another cool thing we offer to the community is free technical support. It's basically Geek Squad for the community if you live in our community. And basically, if you get like a virus on your computer or your computer's not working, you can bring it to us, and we can provide that support. If you look over on our services tab, again, you can see all those services that I just highlighted, as well as a list of when our next classes are. Again, these are free. We encourage people to register so that we can make sure we have enough seats and space for everyone. But we happily serve anyone that shows up. People who have reserved seats do get priority. There have been a few scenarios where like more people showed up than seats that we have. So in those scenarios, people who reserved tickets, got to stay, and then the other rest had to come back for our evening class. But again, we're really committed to this idea of digital equity, but also using it as a springboard to jumpstart, career sustainability, whether that's with the Tech Foundry's IT program or other external programs that exist. We also do external workshops. So we have partnered with programs in our area, whether it's like YA, AISS, or Dress for Success even. Basically, they have a self-contained program, but we're noticing that a lot of those programs have a need for some digital training, so that their students or their participants are more successful through their program. So we have partnered with other programs. We'll go to their program site and we'll do digital literacy training before the program starts or through the duration of the program to make sure that their participants have the digital skills required to participate in that training. The idea being they'll be more successful so that they can accomplish it, right? Because for instance, I think Dress for Success, they do like a hybrid model. So some of it's on Zoom. So like one of the things we teach their students is how to use Zoom, like how to use the different functionality of it, so that when their classes, start happening on Zoom, the students are prepared. There's less time where their instructor has to explain how to use it. So the students are prepared to, again, thrive within the program, which has been largely successful as well. And we also do partner with community centers as well. So like libraries or community centers within an area to provide workshops in further locations. So like Franklin County, Hampshire County, those outlying counties as well. So that's something we do as well for our community engagement. And again, if anyone's interested, obviously our doors are always open. So if you want to spread the word so people can come to our workshops here, if any of you have a program that you think could benefit from, incorporating some more digital literacy, we can partner. The 6 hour training, the 6 hours of training to get a laptop, we also extend if like we do the workshops at your program in with your participants. So again, your participants can also take advantage of that as well. So again, we just try to be flexible, but also try to meet the needs of the community, whether that's people coming to us. We're in Holyoke, right off the main bus line, at the Pignelli Family Center on Maple Street. But again, we also do go into the community to try and find people where they are when possible.
So as you may see, in Tech Foundry, people can find employment support in different ways. If they want to break in the tech workforce specifically, or find the tech skills that they need to actually be more marketable for whatever other career that they want to have. So I think we are the ideal workforce partner. It worked for me, as when I moved here, I worked 5 jobs and they were not getting me anywhere but my grade. So, and now I'm able to spend time with my family because I have a stable career, and wherever you are, wherever you want to see yourself in the future, you have to have tech skills to make it in the current.
Yeah, to kind of illustrate her point, I got a call from a culinary arts school in the area who basically they want us to do some digital skills training. And at first I'm like, well, like, what digital skills do the people in your culinary school need? Because I'm assuming just look like, you don't need a Excel to chop a carrot. What are you gonna? But then they're like, well, most of these people have to punch time cards on the internet. They need to know how to use the internet. They need to know how to research recipes on the internet and do conversions from different measurement systems. So like, there's quite a bit of technology and digital skills that they're going to be required to learn. So, I got humbled and I was like, well, let's figure out how to get this training. So again, like Marianne said, every career nowadays, whether you're a line cook or you're working in workforce development, we're all on Zoom today. You're gonna require some sort of digital skills or digital training.
Any questions?
So we have an individual who went through a number of classes. I don't know where my video went, so I'm sorry. I apologize. I might need a little tech hub training myself. So we had a gentleman, he went through 6 classes, he got himself a laptop, he started with the Google certification program, and he's really making moves as a result of the impact that the Tech Hub has had in his life in a short amount of time. So I just want to chime in as a voice in support of this amazing program. And I do believe that what you're saying, that the strength of the program is only as strong as the connections that you can make. And I hear a lot of potential in different areas. But as Christine will tell you, I'm always the first one to jump in with ideas. So I'm going to sit back and let other people talk.
Thank you so much, Leah. One thing I wanted to add is that some people want to break it in the tech workforce, but do not have all the skills necessary. Besides supporting people to be ready for different other careers, at the Tech Hub, we also help them get ready to qualify for our IT support training program. The gentleman that Leah was talking about is about to, he started at the Tech Hub, who got his more tech skills under his belt and ended up qualifying for our IT support training program, where you already need more advanced tech skills, and is now about to start his internships on May 20th. So, and his life is set. His life is completely changed, which is the same for everybody who joins our program, whether you are joining in the IT support training classes or the Tech Hub classes. We really build community because we strongly believe no one institution can do it alone, and we have to join forces to make our community what we want it to look like in the future.
Thank you so much. Are there any other questions?
I would just say that knowing the progress that you made with that particular person that you're talking about, that again is just to your it shows what a strong program that you guys have, because the reality is that we were trying to support this gentleman to get him on board with an internship, but he was reluctant because he was, because it's unpaid, the structure of an internship. And so sometimes with anything, you have to take yourself out of the equation and find what else is out there that can be the next step for the person that you're supporting, because sometimes the services that you offer aren't the answer. And why I'm so grateful for Tech Hub, because they really do put the tools in the hands of the people, and they can either take those tools and build something awesome, but it's up to them. And that, I think it's very powerful. So thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Leah, I love that because I appreciate the confidence that the Tech Hub is building. So you're right. Every job that you're in, probably 90% of jobs require some sort of computer skills of some, so I think that some people aren't quite work ready. They're not sure how it's going to affect their benefits and all kinds of things. And I think the Tech Hub is a great opportunity for them to really build the confidence and start seeing those successes and little by little to get there.
I have a question. Good morning, everyone. Do you guys have any like referral form if we have someone to refer to you guys?
We don't, we just encourage people just to send them to our website. And I can put that in the chat for everyone. Because for us especially, like, it's kind of like you can come in whenever you can come in during our hours of operation, and we're gonna support you. So like, again, you can just use those times. And again, you don't have to register for a class. We recommend it just because you can reserve your seat in case we get a full class. But other than that, you can again point them to our site, and then they can come when they can, and then we can work like to create like a schedule for them if they want to work towards a laptop.
Okay, thank you.
And for the IT support training, we do not necessarily need a referral form either. We like when the people who refer people to us. Thank you, Christine, for putting the Williams Tech address in the chat. But we receive people from every walk of life. We encourage them to apply from our application on our website, on the Tech Foundry website. And from the Tech Foundry website, they can find the Tech Hub website. We skip those websites separately to actually make the difference between the tech careers and digital literacy. And from one of them, from one website, you can navigate to the other. But we encourage our community partners to stay in touch with us, letting us know that they referred people, and because we like to thank the people who support us. And also we have them sign a form allowing us to share the news about them. They are people that you all want to hear about their progress, how they're progressing, and also what other support they may continue to need to really be successful in the future.
Thank you, Marie-Ange. Do you want me to share your email as well? So in case anybody has any specific programs about or questions about the Tech Foundry, the whole, 18-week program, is that?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, there we go. Are there any other questions for Marie-Ange or William today? All righty. Well, Marie-Ange and William, we can't thank you enough for being here, and we really look forward to hearing all those wonderful successes. And Leah, thank you for sharing that success, and thank you for being part of it. It really makes a huge difference. And we really appreciate you. So thank you so much for your presentation. I'm going to actually stop the recording. And you have a nice day, and the rest of us are going to stay on just to finish our meeting. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good